Hello, this is Robert Vance here today, and today I'm going to talk to you about installing a security plugin called the Login Security Solution plugin. To install this plugin, we want to go to Plugins, Add New from our Administrator dashboard, and then type in Login Security in the search box and click Search Plugins. And the Login Security Solution is going to come up here. You click Install Now and then click OK. And what this plugin does is it tracks the login attempts, and it tracks good login attempts and bad login attempts. And when you've had someone that's had repeated bad login attempts, it slows down the response time so that their scripts time out, or they get so frustrated they move on to a different site. But it also gives you valuable information in the logs that it keeps to track who's trying to log in and hack into your website. So if you do have a compromise, you have an IP address that can be backtraced by the authorities to identify who was the person hacking your blog. So after it's installed, you just click Activate Plugin. Now, one thing you can do with this plugin is you can force all your users to go in and change their passwords and require them to meet your password criteria. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and click on this, and then I'm going to say no thanks, I know what I'm doing, don't remind me about this, and just click don't remind me about this. Now, if at any time you want to require everybody to change, you just go back here and you click this box and require all passwords to be changed, and it's going to force all your users to change their passwords. Now, after you do that, you can come down here to the settings and click on this login security setting, and this tells it how far back in minutes should the login failures look for matching data. The default, I just leave everything set up with the defaults. The notifications too, if you leave that blank, it's going to send it to the email address for your admin user. Anytime there's so many matching login failures, it sends an email to the administrator. If there's login failures that match this number, it's going to send you an email. And then if there's finally a login after so many login failures, it's going to send you an email. So I would recommend leaving all this stuff to the default. The password length, again, I'd say at least 10. My preferability is 14. Complexity, 20 is kind of low for the complexity, but it's fine. That's going to require people to enter at least upper and lower case letters. Aging, how many days old can the password be before you require change? Just leave it at the default to 0. If you're on a real secure system, I would set it to every 90 days. How many minutes should a user have to change their password once they know it's expired? I'd say keep it at the default of 15. And how many passwords should be remembered? Again, if you're really worried about your users using crummy passwords and repeatedly using those same crummy passwords, I would set this to a number of like 5, require them not to be able to use the last 5 passwords. On mine, I've got it set at 0. I'm the only one logging into this site. And you can sit there and say, yes, delete the data after you deactivate the plugin. I generally leave that alone so it doesn't delete the data, just in case something happens during an update to the plugin and I have to manually reinstall the plugin and it accidentally gets deactivated. I don't want all my data disappearing and having to go in and re-enter all the information. So I just generally keep it at no. Click Save Changes, and the plugin's set up. So what this plugin is going to do is it's going to monitor when people log in to your site and keep track of the bad login attempts. And then as people make repeatedly more and more bad login attempts, it's going to slow down their login attempts to the point where they have trouble logging in. I hope you found this useful. Thanks very much. Have a great day.